Reacher Season 3 Episode 5 SmackDown on Prime Video has a number of unexpected turns and revelations, some of which are more startling than others. Jack Reacher, played by Alan Ritchson, is working undercover with DA agents in an attempt to exact revenge on Lieutenant Dominique Cole, a friend and protege who died. Despite the deaths of several important characters, Reacher Season 4 Episode 5 felt a bit like filler after a backstory-heavy Episode 4. It appears to serve as a link between the more intense episodes that came before it and the action that is expected to occur in subsequent episodes. The DA is no longer in charge of the case after Reacher Season 3 Episode 5 reveals that Quinn's operation with Bizarre Bazaar is weapons trafficking rather than drug trafficking. Given that one of Quinn and Beck's men killed Elliot, this probably won't stop Susan Duffy and Guillermo Villanueva from solving the case and locating Teresa. One of the most ludicrously humorous scenes from Season 3 can also be found in Episode 5, where Reacher tries cat poop coffee, also known as Kopi Luwak, before defeating a misogynistic henchman at breakfast. Compared to more heart-pounding episodes like Episode 3, Episode 5 was merely a routine. Nevertheless, the episode featured a number of significant character deaths, beginning with DA agent Stephen Elliott, who, based on his kind treatment of his prisoner John Cooper, who turns out to be a heartless killer, I could tell he wouldn't make it through Reacher Season 3. Cooper is quickly dispatched by Reacher and Villanueva, who trap him by setting Villanueva in a flipped car so that Reacher can attack him. Reacher's instincts and knowledge once again win out, even though this scene seemed a little out of character for him because it gave Cooper control over the life of another innocent DA agent. Annette, one of Beck's housemates, is finally revealed to be an undercover ATF informant in the most shocking death of the series to date. Although her death isn't shown on screen, it's safe to assume that Beck and Paulie prevented her from leaving. Another example of Reacher Season 3 being darker and more brutal than its predecessors was Annette's shocking reveal of her true identity and immediate death. Even though Elliot was still a little green, it's shocking how many mistakes he made as a DA agent, even though his death is tragic. He should never have been left alone with Cooper by Duffy and Villanueva, but they were forced to do so. Another example of Reacher Season 3 being darker and more brutal than its predecessors was Annette's shocking reveal of her true identity and immediate death. Since the release of the Reacher Season 2 trailer, I have been eagerly awaiting the anticipated confrontation between Reacher and Paulie, which has been hinted at in 5 episodes of Reacher Season 3. Reacher, who typically doesn't have to hold back from speaking his mind, had a great and humbling scene during the SmackDown that the episode title alludes to. However, Paulie offers Reacher a deafening hook that literally shakes the normally unbeatable Reacher, reminding him of his superior status as a direct employee of Quinn's. The intrigue of Quinn's vicious character may have been diminished in Episode 4 when his entire backstory was revealed. Quinn, the actual big bad of Reacher Season 3, is also still lurking in the shadows after 5 episodes, which is surprising considering there are only 3 episodes left. Reacher's final encounter with Quinn was a thrilling moment that ended on a cliffhanger, but it was a little annoying that the credits cut off before Quinn showed up. The villains in Reacher Season 3 seem to have been revealed too soon. The intrigue of Quinn's vicious character may have been diminished in Episode 4 when his entire backstory was revealed. Reacher Season 3, Episode 6 must start to include more great scenes with Paulie and Quinn in central roles, making an impact rather than waiting on standby for the final act. With Quinn and Paulie being teased more than featured in the first 5 episodes of Reacher Season 3, we're left with Beck, who seems like a decent enough guy in a tough situation, and henchmen like Harley, who is much duller in comparison, although the Nature's Toilet line was pretty clever. Reacher Season 3, Episode 6 must start to include more great scenes with Paulie and Quinn in central roles, making an impact rather than waiting on standby for the final act. Reacher Season 3, Episode 5 was an integral installment that would probably play better in the middle of a binge watch instead of a standalone weekly offering. I was left feeling like I didn't quite get my Reacher fix for the week after Episode 5, hoping that Reacher's face-to-face with Quinn in Episode 6 will make up for it.